break. Yeah,
And it's
or
channel
at 4
20.
o'clock on channel 20.
420.
4 o'clock on channel 20.
Wow.
Flip on and take your 420 break. 4 o'clock channel. You know what that sounds like in that microphone?
This is Bella.
Bella and Matt.
Bella, I don't think that our viewers can see Bella, but Bella is a very lovely girl. She's a big black
banjo.
dog who's, yes. And
Banjo.
You want to climb up here into the camera shot a
Oh
little
yeah.
bit?
She likes a little attention, a little petting on the head.
Oh, this
Bella,
girl, that's what she lives for.
Oh,
Bella
yeah.
likes some petting.
Don't
Yeah,
we
you're
all?
shameless,
Let me go ahead,
aren't
John.
you?
Pet me. Go
You are
ahead.
shameless. Yes, you are. Oh yeah, there
I
we
did
go.
talk to.
Okay, our viewers can now see Bella.
Aw.
Well, she was sitting up here
Aw.
before you showed up.
She does run from the horn when it does its
I don't blame her.
when it does its
I don't blame
noise.
her. I've been tempted to run from that horn too.
Is that tea ready yet?
Yes.
Those brownies are quite strange in that they
Oh, wait a minute. It needs a little.
more.
What happened? No. What happened? No. It just what happens is water, clear water stays in the spout, and so the first cup will be a
Might have
little weak.
citrusy flavor too, but don't.
And then you might have the runs.
Don't worry about that. No, there wasn't a lot of cinnamon.
You know,
Let's
funny
see.
what we were talking
Oh
about.
yeah, the suds have resided considerably.
About a year and a half ago, I worked at Client Logic, and
Uh-huh.
my job.
You
was-
answered the phone, didn't
I
you?
answered the phone. Oh
Did
God,
you
that
continue
job
on India?
sucked.
And if you'll click
No, I had a lot of people were surprised I was in India though.
right,
And
if you'll just click on the little square in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. No, the lower right-hand corner
No,
of
no,
your
no,
screen.
the other right hand.
Yeah,
Well, no, what people did is people were calling me to cancel their Earthlink subscription. It was my job to try and talk them out of it first before I canceled.
I
You offer
see.
them sex?
No.
Did you say, please? Oh God, no! I'll lose my
offered
job.
them lots of things.
Did you?
I did not.
Did you
I
say
did
I'll
not
lose
do
my?
that.
I will
tried
lose
to-
my
Did you
job.
tell me to give them free dial-up and then cut their phone?
Right. No, I did offer some free perks though. Until the woman who was the operations manager for the Earthlink division,
Right.
who everybody hated. I had thank you. I had a run-in with
Thank
her,
you.
and she pissed me off so much that I decided right then and there when I went and sat back down at my desk, I'm like, I'm gonna quit this job. But first, I'm gonna give amazing customer service.
I'm giving away the farm, right?
I did. Yes. So many they loved me. They're like, wow, if I had talked to you first, I wouldn't be canceling, and things like that. And I'm like,
What did you give away?
just credits and refunds all across the board.
Free dial.
Power to the people.
You get a bonus on your paycheck if you come in under $900 in credits and refunds you give in a month, and
You
I
get
did that in
$7,000.
3 days once. So, yeah, they loved me.
I used to work in a hot dog stand, and all the pretty girls, and we had cold cuts. And I give them like $600-700 worth of cold cuts. I can't lift this. Well, let me just help you get it back.
$700 worth of cold cuts.
Processed meat.
That's
the processed meatballs.
And that's back in 1969. That's a lot of cold cuts.
That's a lot of cold
A lot
cuts.
of cold cuts.
Now Matt has not seen the chicken bunny. Show Matt the chicken bunny.
I noticed that
The
out of the corner of my eye.
Sacred.
So, if you'd like to just step up and start.
Tap dancing on the microphone. There is.
A little faster now.
So, who's
Okay.
on hunger strike out of curiosity?
Who?
Who?
Can't you
The
tell?
guy from the guy who's doing the TV show, the reality TV.
Oh, okay. Why is he on hunger strike?
Because some bigwig people are again his show. They say it's taking advantage of homeless people.
He was offering money, a chance. He was offering money and, I don't know,
Is that people
prizes.
homeless here in Asheville?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
I thought they put the homeless in Asheville on a bus to Cincinnati.
The people in
I
Cincinnati
wouldn't be surprised if they tried that. I mean,
met the bus,
Asheville is now
at the
point
city
where they
limits
start
and
pulling
turned
back.
that sucker
They go
around.
Well, I've done some work in Texas, and
That's the exchange program.
all those poor people who got washed out,
Uh-oh.
it's coming.
do you know
Is there
why?
electric over there?
It's Wang Choi.
Yeah. Do you know
Yeah,
why? Do you know why I'm
it's,
letting it do that?
Why?
So that you will
It's exciting.
have we call that the old Faithful effect.
Uh-huh.
So that should you fill the teapot again in the future,
It won't go that far.
you will know like what a little too much water is.
Below the rivets.
Below the rivets.
Something like
If
that.
I put soap in there, it would have bubbled up. Huh?
I know. Then we would have had a bubble fountain.
Now, I remember though the
Okay.
guy from that reality TV show was originally a cop who was going to be doing interrogations. So can I take his hunger strike just as seriously?
If you had seen how gaunt he
Yeah.
Okay, here's what it is. The scale is locked up in a box in there,
Briefcase.
in a briefcase, and
Okay.
and
You chain it to him and bring
Yeah.
it out.
he comes and he weighs.
That's a great
These are
show.
accurate numbers, and he looked
That's better than Jenny Craig.
he looked pretty gaunt,
Okay, well, if
Yesterday.
it's being scientifically verified.
and
Question is he smoking crack?
that's not being scientifically verified.
Okay.
And
Because that makes you look gaunt too. And did he look like the color of copper?
Well, he just started. Actually, I think he just started. He was only 2 days into it.
I know, but
Right.
the second
lost-
day on crack,
And he lost.
no, that's a week.
806.
Hey,
No.
you're not supposed to wander. She's a slut. She'll go to anybody.
There we go.
She's so
And-
cute. Here, he's so cute.
Yes. And
Okay, now this
Bella, get back
here.
here.
This is the tea you'll want to taste.
I already got one cup.
I know, but
I have another cup here. Here we go.
well, no, we can wait till you finish one.
That's-
It needs time to steep. I just put it in here.
Jen's usual response
here, Belle.
upon eating it.
That's a
eating
good
an animal.
Bella,
You're
come
always.
on.
I mispronounced. You see, I have the small problem that occasionally I substitute words for other words. I used to not do that before a period of my time in my
Before the
early
drug
20s
research
that
program.
I'm not going to elaborate on now.
I can translate.
Other than
When they put the
yes.
electrodes in his head, right? That's that before that.
I don't do synthetics anymore.
Good boy.
But I can translate this.
You know, Pledge is an awful good synthetic.
Is a what?
Pledge, you know,
Is it awful what?
great synthetic. You know, it's you can use it for shining up your table. You can use it to fill your brake lining. You can use it as
Brake lining?
Yeah, you can use it as
Brake fluid?
aphrodisiac. It's better than those blue little pills.
Pledge?
Oh yeah.
Dusting pledge as an aphrodisiac?
Yep.
And how do you use it as an aphrodisiac?
How do
You just
think?
spray it on.
Huh?
Yeah,
Just-
Wouldn't that be slippery?
That's
When you
there
slide.
you go. There you go.
Less friction.
You know what else also
it
good
has
for that?
it has
You know
lemon oil in
You
it,
know
doesn't
what else
it?
is good for that? Or Twinkies.
You spray them on too?
No, you
I don't
just
have the
you
Twinkie. They have the
place
guns, but
them
not
on.
the sprayers.
But that's why in that industry they call them Twinkies. No, Twinkers, Fluffers. I don't know.
Wrong industry. All right. Exactly.
Arr. You know, when I lived in
Oh, whoa!
Australia,
I haven't had a cup yet. So does it does it
Good,
taste very
good.
soapy? Is
No,
yours very
no.
soapy? Okay, if yours is not very
I
soapy, I'll.
haven't run out of into the.
Okay, now you put new milk in
The
here.
milk and I washed it.
What a guy!
It may
You know, I think Lori's
it made me look so
Lori's
big.
at
I
Lori's
rinsed it as
Catering
best.
has a job for you, buddy.
Yeah.
I should eat the one that I started here.
I have thought about bringing in my dog, but he's part Chihuahua, and the sound that he oftentimes can make when he's getting it's more of, and I really don't want to subject our viewer audience.
I'll bring
to
Happy
that.
in, but just for a little bit.
I was recently talking with a feral Chihuahua. Somewhere. Where did I?
Feral Chihuahua?
Feral Chihuahua.
Ironically,
What the
they're
hell
going
is a
to be.
feral
This
Chihuahua?
guy introduced himself as a feral Chihuahua. Now.
Yeah, I know them
Yeah,
actually.
who was that? How
What
did?
is a
How,
feral Chihuahua?
Feral Chihuahua is a local sketch comedy troupe here in
Okay,
Asheville.
okay.
And none are here, but I'm going to do a shameless self-promotion plug for them.
Okay.
Starting next Friday at Asheville Community Theater at 9 o'clock, they're going to be performing every Friday, I think, all summer. It's not Asheville Community Theater.
You
it's
may want to
35
move
Boulevard,
that,
which is next to
that sign in the tee box.
Okay.
Okay, in the tee box, back this way, okay. Put that, that'll help you sound better, I believe.
Okay, do I sound better?
A little bit. You might want to remove some of the pages here. Not all, not all. Keep your happy
You can make
face.
announcements on this.
Okay.
You just gotta be careful on the
Yeah.
cable.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
And not only that, but when I have the microphone in front of me, I just somehow want to slip into a smoother voice anyway.
Right,
it's
a
just
radio,
something
a
about
radio
it.
announcer
Yeah,
voice.
It's just- it's
yeah,
the
as though you're making that voice.
The microphone
Yeah.
pulls it out of you.
Yes.
Okay, so the feral. On the other hand, I'm not staring. I don't need to stare at the camera. The feral chihuahuas, 35 below, every Friday starting at 9 o'clock next week, all summer long. And they're going to be filming something in the studio in about 20 minutes actually down the hall. I may be helping them out in the studio, so I will not be lingering today.
With a can opener.
Are we inviting folks to come down?
Come
Come
on
on
down!
to the studio.
Come on down to the studio.
I've been trying to get the oxymorons. Have you ever heard of oxymorons?
I have heard of them.
I've been trying to get the oxymorons. I think that
Oxymoron. George Bush intelligence.
military intelligence.
Military
Military,
intelligence.
yes,
Okay.
yes. He's back.
So George W. Bush walks into a library.
Is it his library?
No.
That's the joke.
But no. But yeah, it's not even the joke. But it gets a laugh without even getting to the punchline.
Right,
It's
exactly.
great. George W. Bush walks into a library and he says to the librarian, "I'd like to order a cheeseburger." And the librarian, of course, gets wide-eyed and slack-jawed and said, "Mr. President, this is a library." He's like, "Oh, sorry. I'd like to order a cheeseburger."
You know, he was made president because he is, you know, he's not dumb. He's actually quite sharp. He's just a friggin' moron. And there's this kind of, you're the doctor. You should explain the scientific difference between, you know, guile and being a moron.
Yeah. He's is he Yale educated?
Well, right now we know
Is that Shale?
Yale?
Oh, okay.
anybody who's an MBA should never be president because he has he's Yale Secret Society. You know what his secret
Didn't
society
everybody
name?
get a $400 check
You
after
know what
he got
his
elected?
secret society name is?
What is his secret society name?
Temporary.
Really?
Yes.
We can only
His
hope.
skull and bones.
They call him temporary. Well, I'm
Well, other guys are like Golden Eagle and
right, and he's
know.
temporary. I'm curious what was his father's
Feral
what
puppy.
what's his father's name? Father
Golden
of
Eagle.
Golden
Golden
Eagle is his father. Okay, and how about some of the rest of the
guys.
gang? Yeah.
Well, you know, Kerry,
Mm-hmm.
Bill
What's
Clinton.
Kerry's name and Clinton's name?
They're all those guys. And you know what's really Al Gore and Kerry and George Bush are all related.
Nah.
Yes,
No. And guess what?
they're related. You know who they're related to? The Queen of England.
Yeah.
That's why he
Right.
sucked up to her so much when she came here.
Right. Cousin 3 times removed.
Something like that.
Yeah.
He
Exactly.
wanted to get it on. He's that kind of guy.
Right. That's right. That's right. So,
He's a good
Oh, where's this is my George Bush surrogate sacred. This is what he says every day. That's what he says every day.
that's a great way to start the show, don't you think?
I think so. That's why I gave it to you.
I think it's a great way to start the show. Well, I've been starting the show with a sometimes a close up on the tea kettle and it begin to whistle
Right.
and
Well,
such
that's
that with a
nice.
microphone in the background and the mad scientist claw.
That needs to spark.
lamp.
You need a Tesla coil in there.
Oh,
We have sparking outside.
we have sparking from time to time.
Yes. It's not you all approved, I guess.
Oh, we have other things too. We have music, and our music.
My keyboard is packed away. I didn't get a chance to bring any music instruments. I will next time.
Go to Big Lots. They sell great pianos for like $7.
At Big Lot, yeah, the
They're
Fisher
like-
Price.
Yeah, no, they're really great.
Yeah.
I don't know who. Yeah, of
For
course, made in China.
$7,
Yeah, you know.
it's a piano for $7.
It's actually a synthesizer.
Mhm.
I mean, makes it sound like, you know, whatever. you
For
want to.
$7 at Big Lots.
Big Lots, my two favorite stores where I can feel like a rich man
Right.
is Big Lots and the Dollar Tree.
The Dollar Tree. I was gonna say the Dollar Tree.
You spend $10, you get like, and you buy those items 2 for $1.
Yeah.
Oh. You good doggy. Yeah.
Right. You go to Big Lots. You walk out. Your
Your card is full for $15.
You've got a synthesizer.
For $7.
You're
only in America. That's what's so beautiful.
You're
about
Herbie
it.
Hancock.
Right, exactly. I walked in as a white man. I came out as a black one. Yeah.
With a synthesizer. Yes. And you've got the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And you're
And I got the wobble of my head.
You're good to go. Right.
I'm good to go.
You're
One of these days, they'll probably have an option someplace you can go to in the mall. Just like now they have like these laser varicose vein removing places in the mall. Saw one of those.
You can go in and trade your race, gender, and anything. Well, you know, within our lifetimes, boys, how are you gonna? I'm gonna get a little serious here.
Okay.
What are you boys gonna deal with when cloning is a commercial reality, and you can buy yourself, you know, the genetic reproduction of Pam Anderson?
Well,
and she has all of the rights of a toaster oven.
I don't think.
I was thinking in form
they're
of
going to go in
vengeance,
that
where everyone who
direction per
doesn't
se.
like
I mean,
me,
a
can
human
send
is
them
going to be a
clone of me.
human. I don't think there's ever any point in which you'll be able to reproduce a human being.
It's
that's
called
genetically
slavery. Of course, the thing is around the corner. In our lifetime, they're going to be popping out. Didn't you see that movie Blade Runner?
Oh yeah, I remember.
That's our reality very soon.
But
we just need them to
they only
harvest
live for 4
organs.
years.
No, come on. You'd pay half your life salary if you could get some girl who was genetically engineered to make you happy and look like Pam Anderson.
Ah, yes, but you know the thing
And
is,
could
we're
do your
also working
taxes.
towards the reality. We're also working towards the reality of genetic engineering. In which we can make people smarter, healthier, more physically
with
fit, and
food
all
now.
that. There.
And how many people are going to get that? Only the rich folk.
Yes, but
Oh,
we'll go ahead and we'll
those poor
create
people.
the slave class that is faster, smarter, and stronger than us, and they will overthrow us and take over.
No,
And the
we'll
world
never do
will be
that.
theirs.
In Blade Runner, I loved it. The guy who was the engineer, he had all those little dolls, genetic dolls. You know, the little guys marching around.
I know.
We do that with
His
food now,
friends.
with the flavonoids.
Well, you know what's
You
really
know,
sad? I went into Ingles today, right? I went up to the kid who was like watering the vegetables, and I said to him, "So is your corn genetically modified?" And he goes, "What's that?"
Right.
And I tried to explain to him, and he was like, "Huh?" He says, "Go talk to that guy." He's
We
my
were
boss."
told that the wind would never pick up a seed and
Right.
travel to the next farm.
So
Oh,
we-
you just need some pollen.
you know.
So I talked to the guy. I said, "Is your corn genetically modified?" And he said, "Probably." And I said, "Is anything else in this store genetically modified?" "Pretty sure. Mostly everything." Said, "Anything with corn syrup is genetically
Anything with corn
modified."
syrup.
And then I said, "So where do you get your food?" "I grow it." And I said, "And the seeds?" "My father gave them to me 20 years ago."
That's good.
Now, corn syrup.
But here's the guy working in the supermarket.
Was he like the produce manager?
Yes.
Oh.
So it was like,
Which Ingles is this?
I'm not saying. And I didn't even say it was an Ingles. Sorry, Bob.
Originally, corn
I think
syrup.
you did.
It did. I didn't mean it.
Corn syrup was
Didn't
used
mean
as a
it.
filler to take out fats, but now if you look at your normal products,
Why do you think
everybody's
everyone's
got it.
obese?
yeah,
We're
absolutely.
getting chunky on.
And that was
corn syrup.
a lot of that came from switching out soy subsidies for corn
Right,
subsidies.
exactly.
Everybody would grow corn, but the corn syrup is in everything. Everything.
High
That's why
fructose corn
diabetes is running rampant.
No
That's
kidding.
why. I know you don't even know it.
Right.
It's in our it's in
Yeah.
all our products. You have to
But
really
the thing
read.
is I was talking to a geneticist, and he was saying, you know, the average DuPont, Dow, all those guys, Monsanto, says, well, chemically it's the same. He goes, genetically it ain't. And you eat it, and they haven't done a single test on what
How it changes you.
your DNA. You know,
Absolutely.
3 generations down, we're gonna have kids with corn stalks going out of their ears.
Well, I don't think it's a matter that the corn DNA is going to get in our DNA. It's a matter of
These
we are
scarecrow
consuming
generation.
How do we
proteins.
know?
We're because
We don't know.
human beings' DNA has never been modified by anything that we've eaten.
We don't know.
But it's a matter of consuming proteins that nature has never consumed,
Right.
sugar
Or
structures that
made.
nature has
Or
never
we're consuming proteins that never existed.
Yes.
Just
Or as Einstein said,
Wanna have some fun?
Just before they hit the button.
Oh, you got a video camera?
I got a video camera, but I'm gonna take regular pictures.
Okay.
Snaps?
Yeah. just
How much
snaps.
video can you get on there?
I've got only
A
a
hard drive. bigger than my computer.
256 megabyte card in here, so not much, but I can
You
put
are
a
good
gigabyte
girl.
in
Yes,
there.
you are. You're
I've
a
got
good
the
girl.
I've got the video I got to download of when Jen was holding the puppy of that show when we were here. I've got about 3 minutes of it. It's
John
pretty
Boy.
cool, yeah.
Give me the other.
Oh, it's time. It's time. Okay. Well, how was that last cup
No,
ice?
no. Didn't come up.
What?
Last one was good. Is this the new one?
This is the new
Oh,
one.
good,
Yeah. How was the? Oh, I didn't shake it up, so you got some of the water out of the
That's
spout.
Such a sweet
You got
girl.
spout water there.
Yes.
So
I go home and my
Okay.
dog's gonna slow you on
see
your
what
knees
see
and
what this
freak
does
out.
for you. This is rock number one.
Ooh, baby freaks.
You like it?
Yes.
Very good.
All right.
I'm saying everything looks dark.
You're wearing sunglasses. Duh.
That sounds like
I'm friggin' blind. Everything is dark.
The studio looks a little dim today.
it's not. Well, let's
not.
plug that fan in over there and
Yeah, it's got a little toasty.
and yeah. Well, it is getting a little toasty.
Yeah,
Hold
baby.
on, doggies. I'm gonna turn the fan on.
Yeah.
Go say hi to John. Bell. Go say hi to John.
Yeah. There, we'll get some air moving. It'll help a little. The dog will probably sit right in front of the fan.
She's the smarty.
Yeah.
Unless I tell her to, yo, hey, over here, under the table.
Oh, she knows she's got her two friends over here that'll pet her.
Right. Scratch her.
Right. And she's just so happy. She's just smiling. And it's
Oh,
like,
yeah, she's got a big
I'm
smile
here.
on
I
her
have
face.
admirers on either side.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
she
it.
loves.
Look at her.
You know, I
What a
actually think she's the
face.
reincarnation of Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah. What a face she makes. She's like,
She's still waiting to have sex with JFK.
Who is it?
Arr, matey, arr, 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 arr. So, where'd you pick up the skull and crossbones there? On your chest.
Oh, my friend John 16 brought it back from the beach.
Flata?
Myrtle?
Myrtle. Too weird, that place.
Yeah.
Florida's at least long. You can find some stretch that's not as weird as most of it.
And which all reminds me, we have to give
A shout out.
a big mad scientist howdy to our new viewer today, Sherry. Hi,
Sherry! Come on down. Come on down, Sherry.
Have some tea.
Sit on my lap. Sherry, you know what I really want to do is, one of these shows, John, all I want to do is make out with someone for the whole show.
You have to get your own show. You're not even a
guest.
You're not even a member.
I'm a guest.
You're not even a member, and you want
Hey,
to and you
I
want
would
to
never
have a show where you get to make out.
organization that would have me as a member.
I would never.
Yeah, right. Well, right. Hey, listen. $35, and you found one right here, boy.
Hey, for $35, I want a lot more than a cup of tea.
For $35, you can get a lot more than a cup of
I
tea.
know you can have your own show.
Yes.
That and orientation.
No, did it, done it. Had the T-shirt. Stick the fork.
I know. Tell it because you do not know Al. Do you know Al?
I don't believe we've.
I
met
am
before.
Al.
Okay.
I am Matt.
Okay.
I'm Matt. I used to be the minister of fun of this town.
And
That was my.
before he moved away. But before he moved here,
I grew up in New York City.
Al was involved in public access TV. In what year did you start with public access?
68.
Okay, 1968. In which year did New York City have 50 public access channels?
That's where Sandra Bernhardt
Right.
started.
Exactly. I know it's really
Sandra
good.
Bernhardt, and there used to be before cable. There was Channel 64.
Right.
Came out of New Jersey. There was the Uncle Floyd show.
Yeah, the Uncle Floyd show.
And then it cut out at
Yep.
6 p.m. Then it was pay-per-view if you had the little
Right.
box.
Well,
And you
this
could
was-
watch the squiggly lines if you didn't have
Right,
that.
right.
This
I
was
knew
way
that.
before
You could
any of that.
remember you used to
make it out. You could
We
say
had a
it like-
show called Cave
the
Girls.
risque
and a girlfriend
program.
Like,
who was
for a while, it would be almost
martial art
right in
master. She was this little teeny
No,
thing.
I know.
I tried
And,
taking
I
that box
used to be
apart
a
and tried
construction
all different
worker, and
ways
she came to look for me.
break the code.
And some guy tried to pinch her, and she just like devastated him. So he came and said, "You know, man, your girlfriend blindsided me." I said, "You want a second shot at her?" Yeah. So this light bulb went over my head. So we did the show. She would dress up in leopard underwear and beat the crap out of guys.
And that was a TV
That was
show.
a TV show.
I love it. I love it.
And we had one of the first. We coined the phrase.
Right.
Bella, down.
Huh?
We coined a phrase, must see TV on Thursdays
Must-see TV.
in 1971, where I had this show, which was a takeoff. They were building the Alaskan pipeline, so we did a takeoff of the Beverly Hillbillies, where I was Jed Clampett Eskimo, you know. And on one side of us, so I went down there, got an hour, and I was between Coca Crystal, who did a show, and all her show was about was buds.
Right. And we need a show like that here in Asheville. We need a buds show.
Yep, and
the Bud of the Week show.
Right, and where to get it, how to grow it, you name it, and how to smoke it, right?
Right.
And I had all these friends who worked at the Channel 5, which is now Fox, and I had other friends who were at ABC, who were like, you know, cameramen and switchers and directors, and so on one side of my show was the Bud show, and on the other side was this woman, her name was Annie Sprinkle, and I met her at NYU when I was studying anthropology.
She's famous.
And
Yes, I've heard of Annie Sprinkle.
She got a PhD on sex workers. That was, you know, instead of studying some tribe in Bosnia, she was going on the street with the girls.
I have, in fact, seen Annie Sprinkle in various...
So our show was right between her, and so neither of these girls had crews. So we would show up, and Coco would have these great brownies, which these are just store-bought, but Coco's were like, she made them. And everybody would get there like an hour before, and we'd get totally whacked. Then we'd do her show, and we'd do our show, and then the other show was, you know, Annie Sprinkle, and she'd always looking for guys to demonstrate on. And so my friends always volunteered. So that was must-see TV in 1971-72. And the National Endowment of the Arts paid for it.
Yes.
The good old days.
That must have been great.
The way it should have been.
And here's the story about you know who started the National Endowment of the Arts?
Tell it.
Was that guy from South Carolina, North Carolina, Jesse Helms. Jesse Helms, back in the early 60s, started the NEA because the Russians have, you know, this history of great culture. And, you know, all the posters and plays and writing ballet. So he wanted to show America. We weren't just, you know, we want to show we got culture homegrown. So they started the NEA. And that's why he got so bent out of shape when, what's his name, did all that piss art.
Right, when he found out
because it was his NEA, you know, and that's where his money was going. And he totally went off the hook.
Right.
But I was an artist in New York between 66 and 88. Those were my years. And we had a great time. New York City was a great place. And then it got destroyed by the rich. And they just... because
homogenized.
No, but beyond. It was put in a Waring Blander. Beyond... See, New York City wasn't
when Disney bought Times Square.
You know, it wasn't... New York City was never a melting pot. It was
and they cleaned it
It was
up.
a garden...
You remember that?
Salad bowl.
Well, when
all
the Twin
these
Towers
different
went up,
flavors.
that whole
you know, it
district
was this
camera
cookie,
and radios
Velveeta
and
cheese
all little
thing, right?
independent stores where you can
And
get, you know, short
like Second Avenue was.
and
That's why they
bought
put
all
the
of them out
United
and
Nations on
invented them
Second
and they
Avenue
put up the
because
World
from
Financial
34th Street
Center.
down to
That
76th
originally,
Street,
that
every
was
three
the
blocks was a
radio
different
district of the
nationality.
country.
Lithuanian,
Right, now it's
Polish,
Starbucks, right?
Italian,
You know,
German,
well, now
you
it's
name it. With all the
nothing because the
restaurants
Twin
and all
Towers
the.
got
And those
flat,
weren't
'cause
ghettos;
they got
those were
flat, but
beautiful
that
little
area originally
neighborhoods.
was
And